What's up? We live. El Nino Podcast, real everyday people. This how we holding it down at Mr.Ks. Show will commence in about 10 minutes. But until then, we're gonna show you how we rocking it right here. Let's get it pop.
Bounce, 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 drop down, 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 bounce, 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 bounce.
You in the mix with Detroit's hottest. Let's go, Pop. DJ Pop, let's go. Let's get it, Pop. I think a DJ needs another fucking drink. Spin that shit, Pop. We're just getting it warmed up on the El Nino Podcast. Real everyday people. We got Kim on the hot seat tonight. Hey. I for real need to know what the fuck she gotta say. What this girl gotta say, I don't know. But I heard it's interesting. Let's get it. We popping that a Monday night, yo.
My back is so strong, and when it's on bone, it's damn near 12 inches long.
Tell them what it is, Pop.
Down. Down. Down.
Right now, if you're at Mr.Ks right now, I need you to tap in on Facebook or either YouTube. You can tune in on the El NINO podcast. Real everyday people. Tell a friend, to tag a friend. We're bringing you live to from Mr.Ks. Oh shit, here we go. Oh shit, here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the El Nino podcast. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. I want to thank everybody that been sharing, that subscribing, that been showing mad support. I appreciate y'all, to all my family and friends. But before we get started, I want to send, my love, my heart from me and my family to the Newstead family. We got Jessica Newstead in our prayers that she gets a quick recovery and gets back to her family. I just want to, send my love out to them. But we're here at Mr.Ks and River Rouge at Mr.Ks Saloon. We got the homegirl, Kim Burl, here. What? You better know it, Riverside, baby.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yup. So, I know it's the Halloween season. Everybody going to the cider mills. Everybody going to the haunted houses. Man, we went to one out there in, what was it called? Armada, Michigan, Blake's. Man, that boy is so sweet.
Oh.
I had me a couple, little ciders and little donuts and things.
Ciders.
Haunted houses is dope. I love them every time,
I'm trying to do the paintball. I'm trying to shoot
That's
some
what
zombies.
I want to do. I want to find a dope-ass hayride. They said they got one, but it's only one zombie. I need about 5 of them.
Okay.
I want to shoot all of them.
We can definitely do that for sure.
So we got the homegirl, Kim Burl, man. I'm going to let her, introduce herself to you guys and tell her a little bit about yourself.
All right, what's up? My name is Kim Burl. I'm from Jackson, but I reside in River Rouge. Best place to be.
Jacktown,
if you don't know,
baby.
Believe it, Jackson, Michigan, to the heart of me. But I came here. He's in Mr.Ks right now. I know a little about myself. I'm 38. I like to chill. I'm one of the best people you know. If you don't know, that sucks to be you. It's just that simple. Right?
So how was the transition from moving from over there to Jackson to coming to downriver, River Rouge, Ecorse, Southwest? It's a whole different vibe.
Well, my transition it was different because my sister came here first.
Okay.
So my sister moved here, bought a house in River Rouge, and then she was going to college here. So when she left, she gave it to our older sister. So we slowly migrate up here from when we were like 16, 17, off and on, back and forth from Jackson.
Right here in Rouge.
Right here in Rouge.
Riverside.
Man, okay, right here on Richter Street. I'm a block away from all of them. You know what I mean?
RSP, baby, old school Richter Street.
Our whole family came up here one by one. I was still kind of like the last one in Jackson. I came for a little bit, left, went back. Then my baby daddy in Inkster, lived in Inkster for a while, boy, rough as shit. Went back to Jackson, and then I said, fuck it, I'm coming back to Rouge to stay. Been here for 9 years.
9 years. So what's been like for you here in Rouge? Like, what opportunities were here for you? What is it that you see here that they didn't have in Jackson?
I tell you right now, one thing about Rouge is a working community. Even motherfucking dope fiends work. Everybody works here. In Jackson, people ain't got nothing to do but get high, get drunk. There's no opportunity for nobody, not the kid or nothing. I love the way River Rouge show their support for their kids and everything they do. I've never seen nothing like it, ever.
No doubt,
I've been,
man.
I've never seen nothing like it.
It's a solid community.
It is.
You got good people here from Rouge. Everybody, they're hard workers. You know what I'm saying? Right. Would you say that Rouge is a blue-collar community?
Yes.
Blue-collar, okay.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
And Jackson got it. Jackson has the money to have it. It's a town of Republican. They have it, but they don't want to give it up. It's like
they all work in prison. Every time I think of Jackson, I think of prison. I said, shit, they got about 10 prisons in Jackson. I've been to about 3 of them.
It's the county jail. They look like the prison. They make you feel like you ain't never getting out.
I've been there
too.
They
have the money to spend it, so that's what they're gonna make you. That's all a kid got hope for. Either the prison or you get the hell out of Jackson. It's one of the two.
Yeah, but I tell you what, they get grimy in Jackson. I didn't know when I was in the joint in Jackson. I knew some dudes from Jackson, and they was telling me like they get it in the mud too.
They do. But
Shout out to my man BMX out there in Jacktown, baby.
Jackson just really got grimy in the last 10 years, 11 years. Before that, you get a murder in Jackson, you know who did it the next day. Town small. There wasn't no 3-4 weeks. Now it's just out of control. But it's a young generation. Ain't nobody got respect for nobody. So
you out here now, so you get to stretch out now, huh? You got a little space.
What I liked about it out here, like I said, I come from Jackson. Jackson's, like I said, where I grew up from, I was born in '83. Where I grew up, it was racist.
Man, you young as hell.
Right.
83. Okay,
you know
then.
What I'm saying? Where I grew up, it was racist. Like, you come outside, me and you kick in. You could be white. You my boy, we talking. This neighbor come outside. Oh, you over there talking to these niggers? Or you're a nigger lover?
For real?
What I liked about Rouge, at least when I first came up here, it took me 2.5 years to figure out what the white and black side was. I'm like, what is the difference? I had a nigga take me one day, like, take me to the black side. I feel so confused. And then when I did it, I'm like, this is it? This
Like
what
they
y'all
say
do?
it's
What?
the white side, but really it's
not.
the melting pot. Everybody's over here. You know what I'm
It is.
saying?
But see, in Jackson, at least
They
you
just
know.
said it's the diverse side, really, if anything.
It is. But at least even back in the day, if that what it was, you knew where you stand. In Jackson, you didn't know where you stand. Like I said, you come outside, your neighbor could hate you, this neighbor could love you. It wasn't no, like I said, at least you come over here, you know.
There was
you
no
move
gray
over.
area. It was either we love you or we
At
hate
least over
you.
here, you know, you move over here, hey, you gotta deal with this honker because you moved over here with them. So you gotta
Yeah.
deal with them. You get what I'm saying? So that was
Yeah.
the big difference of.
Did you ever know
being here.
anybody out there that lived in, that worked in like a prison or
Yes,
anything?
my aunt worked in the prison system for at least 27 years.
Okay, wow.
At least 27 years.
Wow,
She's a prison
okay,
guy.
so she should be
Jackson
ready to
prison guy. She
retire
went to-
soon.
Man, she's been through all that. All girl prisons, males prisons, she's done it all. And
Wow.
it's a stressful class. See how it tore her
Shit,
down.
you think if you'd have stuck around Jackson, you would have been a CO
No, I'd
too?
have been in there.
Here,
been
salute to
doing
that you ate.
I'd have been doing time.
Yeah.
What do you mean? My guy right there. What up, JJ? Baby?
Cuz, what's up, cousin JJ? Okay then. So what is it that you do? Like, how was your connection here to Mr.Ks?
Oh, okay. Mr.Ks. Let me see. I started coming here. My brother-in-law is one of the coaches for the Rouge football team.
Okay.
So, you know,
and shout out to them boys, because they
Man,
what, the
okay.
2019 champions? Or
Okay.
was it 20? 19 or 20?
they were 19, yeah.
Okay, 2009. Because
Right
I was at the
before COVID,
game.
right before
yeah.
COVID.
It just seemed with that COVID, it was like you
Threw
lost a
everything,
whole year.
everybody
Yeah, it
lost
threw
a
me
year,
all the
like,
way
what
off.
happened? Well, like I said, we used to always come here on Friday nights. Before I really knew anybody, like Friday nights, this was the place to come, win or lose after a game.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I moved down the street. Like I said, my mom stayed down the street. One day I'm at the house, like I gotta figure something out. I'm gonna have to meet some people. Like I like to mingle. I like to talk to people. That's how me and your brother met. Like me and your brother met on some. It's me coming in here, fuck with people. Cause that's just how I am. I fuck with people. I give somebody a chance. You know, you get me. You disrespect me. You get the fucked up part of me. Came to Mr.Ks one day. Fist of green teas in this mug. I left here stumbling. After that, I came here for a month straight. Couldn't keep me away. To the point when I started working here, I didn't get a check for a month and a half. I owe Amanda a tab because I was in this bitch every day. Getting
For real?
Okay. Amanda had to pay for
Hey,
the first month.
them
Like,
green
what's
teas
it?
are awesome. You hear me?
Yeah,
It's
after a
like
while, you
easy to
stop
drink
drinking
10
them.
shots.
I-
Ron, what's up with your boy?
After
But
a while, I stopped drinking those.
I had a couple here, and I was like, oh, I could
They
kill
sneak up
10
on
of
you.
these
They
real
sneak up on
easy
you.
and
They
be
sneak up
through
on
after
you.
that. You hear me?
So imagine drinking 2 fists. You know why they like to drink? My white boys could drink in here, and I be here getting in with the best of them. So after that, it turned into my people, my family. Like I come in here, like that's my boss, Amanda. Motherfucker can't even breathe on her wrong.
Shout out to
Motherfucker
Amanda
can't
May. You hear me? She
breathe
take
on
care
her
of business.
wrong. And I'll
Yeah.
tear shit up about her. Know that.
I
Everybody
already
knows
know.
that.
You wait for the opportunity to tear some
I
shit
can't
up.
Wait. Just like about your wife, I wish they would.
Hey,
If they
I
don't
already know. I done
If
seen
they
it
don't
live, you hear me?
Man, okay. But besides that, I'm a great person. I like to have fun. I like to get it in. I love people. That's why I love this, because I love fucking people. Simple as that.
Ain't no doubt, and you got to have some good social skills, especially to work in an environment like this, because Rouge is just like real everyday people. What my podcast represents is River Rouge. It's diverse. You got people who come from black, white, Latino. Everybody comes here. Everybody socializes. We speak a common language.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe.
But certain places you go won't understand that. Certain places, like I said, in Jackson, that wasn't understandable.
So what was it like going to school out there in Jackson?
Like, okay, well, school-wise is this. Your friend at school, your friend at school. I have a friend that I'm friends with to this day. Like, I'm 38 years old. His name was Frankie.
Okay.
His parents were the most racist people I ever met in my life. He stayed right behind us. I guess they hated us because, like I said, it was me. I grew up with my mom, my grandma. We lived in my grandma's house. My grandma had money, so we had a big house, a little lot connected to it. Our lot connected to their house and stuff. Frankie came out and played with us every day. We did kickball, everything. As soon as she seen us playing, they would take Frankie, ground him. Frankie would look at us like, I ain't gonna see y'all for about a month. Like, what's going on? Like, my parents hate y'all, da da da. But now to this day, Frankie has amazing kids, and he had kids by a Mexican, and they are not allowed to be in their life because of what they did to him when he was a child, as far as being friends with us.
So he doesn't allow his parents to be in his kids'
because
lives?
Because they see how racist they were when they were younger, just toward hanging out with us. Hanging out with us, catch us playing kickball together, that's a month of ground. You don't see this nigga for a month.
And you know what? That's beautiful. That's growth. That's independency. Because I met a lot of people who were raised in racist households, and they became racist as well.
Yeah.
But when a lot of them went to prison and then they were forced to live in an environment with diversity.
But see, it's not even about force. Like, I'll tell you a story right now. My sister, I have a sister. I love her to death right now. I wish the motherfucker would. When I first met my sister, I was in elementary school. I never knew she was my sister. There was a little mixed girl running around calling everybody niggers. Couldn't understand. I was like, hey, girl, you do know you're black? We got in multiple fights. I found out she was my sister when I was 16 years old. I walked in my daddy's house. My daddy has 9 kids. Her parents were her grandparents were against black people. Her mama had the 2 kids, but my daddy and left them because they were black. And left and moved overseas and started a whole new family. So she left them with her parents to try to raise them and think they were white. So like I said, I followed my sister all the way growing up. Never knew she was my sister. I was 16.
Wow, that's
When I found out
crazy.
16, I walked to my dad's house. He's like, I want you to meet your sister Tamika. I looked at him and her crazy, like, man, fuck you and this bitch. Look, I had to walk out. Then my dad had to come and tell me like the whole backdraft of it. But to this day, I smile, I would kill a motherfucker about her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just so fucked up how a motherfucker could take your mind and think something. Like I said, you couldn't tell her nothing. My brother, on the other hand, he lived in the same household. He kind of knew he didn't look like them.
So was he a younger brother, older brother?
He's younger. Everybody's younger than me.
So you're the oldest?
No, I got 2 older than me.
Okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. My daddy got 9. After 9, I'm the 3rd oldest.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, now, we got with multiple women?
Yes, my daddy.
Okay. So were you
Rolling
raised?
Stone.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his own, baby. Shit.
Believe it, Rolling Stone.
So were you raised with your father? Or
No,
did
my mother. Mother,
Okay.
straight up.
All right. So what was your relationship like growing up with your father? You know,
Here
not
and
being
there.
in the house.
My daddy, like, I'm a real person, like I said in the day. I don't fault nobody for nothing. When I see you, I see you. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. And like I said, he has a lot of kids. I had a stepdad who got my mom. He had kids too, whatever.
Do you know all of them?
All my kids, yes, every last one.
All
of us.
brothers and
All of them.
sisters?
Every last one of them.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And we had one that I just met a couple years ago. He kind of came over when he first met us with an attitude, but we had to let him know just because we live in the same town, this man, don't think we had a relationship with him. Don't think you missed out on something because you didn't.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If I call my daddy right now, he'll come and shoot this bitch straight the fuck up. That's one thing I can tell you about this man. I love him to death. You know what I mean? But he's just my father.
Well, we know where you get it from.
Man, okay.
Okay, then.
But my stepdad, he raised me, and my stepdad and my father are cool. I can walk in my stepdad's house right now. I'll see my dad there. I'll be like, hey, what up, Mike? Talk to my stepdad, and I'll walk out. So
you were raised with a stepdad, so
Yeah,
you
I
did
was
have a
raised
male figure.
Oh yeah, I did.
And
I had a lot of brothers and sisters. Like even I got like a couple of brothers I call my brothers to this day, but I've known them since I was like 10 or 11. Definitely couldn't call ask where it was from. Definitely they showing up acting stupid. So that's where I get my soul just like what? I'm gonna tear this bitch up.
Because you are a trooper for real, though. You hear me? Like,
It's
when
about
I see you,
respect.
you walk like a giant. You walk fearless. You know what I'm saying?
not about-
Like,
it's just
you in your
respect.
own world. You know what I'm saying? You got your own vibe.
Everybody bleeds, nigga. The same blood niggas shed. It's the only thing about it is it's like I don't wanna. A lot of people think I'm mean. I had a conversation with a guy here the other day, like, you're so mean. No, it was just the first time I met you, you were disrespectful. And about me, you get one time with me. Everybody be like, oh, they pushed my button. Don't even put your finger near my button. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my problem. Besides that, as long as you're showing respect, we have no problem.
But do you think that
No.
builds bridges, or
No,
do you think
because-
that creates barriers for you, or
No.
how hard is
No,
it to make
because
friends?
a person's only going to treat you how you allow them to treat you.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
I
So
wholeheartedly.
if this been here, if I'm in here arguing with somebody else, or somebody says some crazy shit to me, and I override like whatever, and then next week this bitch I get over to her, she felt like well she did it. Never. I'm gonna show you why you should never address me like that, and you know what I mean. But not in no cocky way, bitch. You might be my ass, whatever. But I'm gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Not no. I just
Have you ever been in a situation where a violent altercation led to something worse or more
Yes.
violent? And what
Yes.
part do you play in? Like, do you think that there's something you could do better to avoid it, or you just take every situation head on with straight violence
I do.
and be confrontational?
I'm always confrontational. I'm confrontational. I can't even lie and say I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm working on trying to let certain things slide. But like I said, respect is everything. And I don't care how anybody try to look at it, respect is everything. If you allow a person to disrespect you, a person will keep trying to disrespect you. And that allows another person to try to keep him coming. So it's just like a level, even if it's little shady, sly shit. I got into it here with a guy one day, he tried to say some little slick, but no, don't ever get comfortable with that. Because if you get comfortable with that, you'll try something else. I can't allow that. Like, then I'm the bad guy. Whatever. I'll be the fucking bad guy.
But in today's society, though, like an argument can escalate to a fist fight, and a fist fight can escalate to somebody getting shot, somebody getting killed. I mean, listen, do you think that far, or do you just be like, you know what, I'm dealing with this situation right here?
The person I am now, it's always going to be that. Because I've been at a point where in my life, before I had my child, you wouldn't catch me without a gun. I kept a gun on me. Me and my friend had a shoot off. We'd have done crazy shit. That's how I first ever actually got stuck to Rouge. I literally had got in a fight at a bar. Some girls tried to come and drop me and my sister at a party. Me and my sister went and shot their house up afterward. My little sister came and got me, snatched me up, put me in the car. I'm like, where we going? She's like, for a ride. She had already went to my house, packed my clothes, brought me straight to Rouge. She's the reason why I kind of have a baby, because I met my baby daddy that weekend, and I was pregnant like 3 months later. So I don't know if it was God or whatever, but I used to be on some straight fuck, like when I was young, before my kid, it was nothing you could say to me that sounded right. If it was disrespect, it was, you know what I mean? But in Jackson, you didn't have to be like that, but you had to be like that. But me and my girl, what we did, like I said, we had like a little weed spot and shit, so people try to hold us because we were female, but they thought they were, and they found out the wrong way they couldn't. So, you know,
and you know what? I've heard cases of that in the past of, you know, women out there hustling, grinding, doing what they can.
Nobody wants to see that.
And men think that because you a woman, they can take your product, or they can intimidate you, or they can push you around.
Not me and my best friend.
Especially when you come from where
I'm telling you now, you heard me and my best friend know that me and my best friend were coming to tear some shit up. It was nothing else like that. Motherfucker here, Kim and Connie did some crazy shit. You could definitely, Kim and Connie did that. Yep, they did that. Like, the hell, me and my bitch got caught in some bushes. Like, till this day, there's some people, I ain't gonna say their name, there's some people that should be thanking my friend, all because we thought we were on some slick shit one day in the bushes, because they try to, who y'all? And we about to go and do the whole house. We hide in the bushes, wait for the cars to go by. My girl walked by the bushes clean, like, hey, Kim and Connie, what y'all doing? We in the bush, like, how the fuck this bitch know it's us? We get out, like, fuck it, let's just go home. That was God. Like, you know what I mean? Because this bitch was a group of people. But what we were on back then, like I said, before I had a kid, my understanding was zero. I didn't care about anything. Like, I was young, crazy. Not crazy, but I grew up in a place, an environment where it allowed me to know how to have my own back.
Let me say this, though. In my experience, and I ain't saying this for everybody, but I know a lot of tough-ass women that be sensitive as hell.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish that's
I mean, you'll sit here and mollywop a dude, but he can hurt your feelings, and you be like,
I'd be ready to fight stuff.
You just gonna talk to me like that? Like,
no, I'm sensitive, but that makes me even more mad. And my boyfriend always comes, he's like, you're sensitive as shit, and I am. Like, don't play on my feelings. My feelings and everything. I am an emotional thug. Call it what you want, but don't get it twisted. Don't try to hold me about me crying, because then I'm ready to fight. Like, what?
Who taught you how to fight?
Go. Myself. My brother, my sister. Like I said, we fought. Like, I have a girl, like I said, my girl Connie. A night at her house would be, we all pop some pills, we'd be in the house chilling, listen to music, and a whole brawl would break out. And I'm not talking about this, we're in here, I find family. I done watch my girl pick up speaker boxes, bust her homeboy in the head, speaker boxes, bend. We and this bitch clowning, slamming each other. Dumb shit. Just for what? These are our people. Nobody's getting mad. Everybody's having a good time. Next day, we fucked up. We hurt. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? So, the bitch on the street, you have not a chance. Bitch, we beat ourselves up for fun. So, what you do is not. What do you mean? Like, do you not know?
Shit.
Like, so it's just like I grew up rough, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change nothing in my life for the world, because it makes me who I am.
So what has transitioning into mom mode done for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, you know, with your temperament and with everything, has it humbled you? Would you pass on this to you got a son, you got a daughter, you have a son?
He's 15. My
and
son
would you?
is,
He's 15, so he's
15.
He's a young adolescent.
My son's completely
now.
different than me, and it's crazy. Like I said, my baby daddy's doing 30 years in prison.
Damn, for real?
He's doing 30
wow,
years.
yeah.
So, like,
man, I'm sorry to hear about that. How long has he been in prison?
My son's 15. He went when he was 4. He went today for his 4th birthday.
So 11 years,
11 years,
Damn.
So
and
like
what kind of relationship does he have with his father? Does he?
With them, yeah, they talk and shit. But my baby daddy's a real standoff. My son's a standoff person. It's practically really nice. And so, like, he joined ROTC. I didn't know. I knew last year he had it, but COVID, whatever. So when he walked in with the outfit, I was so proud, like. But I'll never force nothing on it because my son's really a gamer and he loves guns. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my son's probably gonna design the next gun. That's his thing, and I spend a lot of money on that talent. I know it could bring him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I don't force nothing upon him because nothing was forced upon me, and I'm very talented.
Do you keep him sheltered?
I do a little bit.
Do you?
I won't let him walk certain places.
Yeah, because I know a lot of mothers who had to raise their kids without a father figure, and they sheltered them, they protected them, they created the nest, and that's what I see a lot about this generation. Once they get to the age of 14, 15, 16, like they want to start getting out.
And he does that. My son is completely opposite. Like, my son is not an outside person. Don't get me wrong, he will go outside, he'll kick at people. My mom has the best yard in Rouge. My mom and her best friend, like I said, we got a family. Our yard is meant for kids. We got a swimming pool, anything you can dream of. You can bring your kid 2 to fucking 30, and we have a bar outside for the adults. We have a whole. My son will come over there, whole family will be out there. He'll come in 10, 20 minutes. All right, I'm about to go back in the house. He's this to himself type person. But now if you get him online, he'll kick and talk to you all damn day long. He'll talk to them headsets all day long, cameras like this. Oh, he'll be all into it. But certain things. The first thing I caught his attention, I took him to the gun range.
Okay.
Keep my son prepared. We stay shooting.
Okay,
Me
that's
and my
good.
baby, we stay shooting.
And so you're teaching him at a young age,
he knows everything
and the right way.
He knows everything about the guns. The first time we walked in there, he's asking the guy, like, is that the sniper, such and such? Is that the handle? The guy looking at me like, how often you take? Never. That's just what they know because shit is so
Do you
realistic.
think that's why he got into ROTC?
I think so. For the guns.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about your son if he decided to be on the police force or go to the military? How would you feel about that?
I'm with it. I'm with whatever
You
he wants to
support
do.
that?
Whatever he wants to do, I'm with him. I'm not going to deteriorate him. Like, I have nothing against the police or anything like that. Like I said, the other day, the only thing I have a problem with is disrespect. Like I said, believe it or not, everything that's going on in the world, and it's kind of crazy for me to say this. Like I said, I'm from Jackson. Jackson's a racist-ass town. But one thing I can say, motherfuckers can Google it. There ain't been no racist profile shooters down there. There ain't been nobody, police jumping out on nobody doing no. Don't get me wrong, the police down there just the police. Don't get me wrong, they're strict as shit. You definitely, you try to do some crazy shit, you better use your blink when you turn the corner because they them type of police. But it's never been they treat everybody the same. They don't give a shit what color he is. You know what I mean? That Jackson's about money.
They just on your
All
ass.
they know is green. No, Jackson only knows green. That's one thing I love about them. As far as that, they know green. They know if I can pull you over and get you in jail, I know it's gonna get some money off you. That's just that. I'm not gonna racially profile. I'm not gonna do nothing.
So as long as you following the rules, you're good out there in
Jackson.
Jacktown.
But you're not even really I can't really say that because they do harass, but it's not on a.
Well, maybe if they know you. Maybe if they know you.
No, I'm not gonna harass because you're black. I seen harass. I hang out with white. It's not to white folks. Me and my white folks have been harassed plenty of times. You get what I'm saying? They're pulling up just like they pull up anywhere else. And
Did you feel more comfortable once you moved to Rouge?
Yes.
To see the diversity, to meet people. Was it easy for you?
One officer in Rouge. I mean, in Jackson, Michigan. I talked to every single officer. I got security out here.
Because Mr.Ks is dope. Like everybody come, even the police officers of River Rouge, they come here.
I got 5 jobs here. I work at Mr.Ks. I do security anytime Rouge days or anything come through.
I want you to be my security. When I get famous, I'm gonna hire you to do my security. I ain't bullshitting.
Listen, I got you.
Because I know I can count on you.
You know I stay on the shit. Damn, I mean,
damn, baby, I see you finally made with your little cute ass.
I know.
What your name is?
I'm glad you joined us.
So, we got the Halloween theme going, you know what I'm saying? And Mr.Ks, we always... What? No, I ain't even plug it in. I just wanted it in the thing.
We stay lit.
Shout out to Amanda May. She make the good rum and coke for us.
Can I get a shot?
You better know this is live, baby.
Live.
Real everyday people.
Man, okay, police.
Lit Music Entertainment. They've been doing their thing. Tore this bitch down with the freestyle live in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, DJ do party. We don't need a Burl.
Absolutely. I told her we need to have a freestyle night here at Mr.Ks, and I bet you we pack this bitch for sure.
I know a couple people think they can sing. I might try something on
So
it
what
too.
would you do comparing the police from Jackson to the police officers here in River Rouge?
Okay. Well, when I first moved here, I met an officer. And the first officer I met, it was crazy. I'm mad he doesn't work on the force anymore. I was literally at my mom's house. I'm sitting there smoking a blunt. She go in. He walks in full uniform. I grab the blunt like, oh shit. My sister like, man, fuck him. I looked at her like, what you talking about? This time, this new. What do you mean that's a full police officer? He walked right in the kitchen like, what y'all drinking? Grey Goose? Oh, I'll be back. He left, came back an hour later, out of uniform. He came in the house with a liter of Grey Goose and 6 Calypsos. And we sat at my mama's kitchen table and got sideways. Now, don't get me twisted. I've been in a lot of bars in Jackson with the police, but you're never going to kick it with them like that. Even off duty, you're never going to have that type of relationship.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I've always been. So then, like I said, I do security. So when I started doing security at Rouge Days and stuff, I got to know more of the officers.
You was doing security at Rouge Days?
Yes,
okay, then.
The football games and everything. You ain't know I'm a disrespectful one that comes through and snatch the little kids up. I don't discriminate. 2 through 80, you know what I mean? Little kids nowadays.
You know, big shout out to Carl Smart and his family. Big shout out to Terry Crawford and his family, and big shout out to Deborah Price. Miss Price, rest in heaven.
Price.
She was a wonderful woman. You know, she was from the community. She was for the community, and you know, these were officers. You know, whether they're still active, retired, or passed away, people who have a place in my heart forever. You know, I grew up as a young youth in River Rouge. I was a gang member. I sold weed. You know, I mean, a Drano raided my house, but they always treated me decent. They always tried to teach me something. They always tried to educate me. They had my best interests at heart. You know, it wasn't always about kicking my ass and arresting me and catching me. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate them treating me like a human being and genuinely having, care and concern for me and my growth. And till this day, I still have so much love for them,
I heard about Miss Price my first year working security at Rouge Days, and it was heartbreaking because, like I said, don't get me wrong, for it to be right there is small. I seen the most craziest thing. I remember, there were so many kids that got lost in that little park because the parents were up in the beer tent. I met a couple that comes to this bar to this day. I met them at Rouge Days because they had to come and find me. Because there was a little girl lost in the bathroom with her panties down crying. They opened the door on an accident, seeing her crying. I tell you, it took the mom an hour and a half to come and find her. I remember officers saying, man, if Miss Price was here, she would have gave that lady 10 minutes and it would have been over with. She doesn't play that about no kids. Damn. And I remember them saying that. So that kind of made me upset because you guys allowed this kid still to sit here for 2.5 hours while his mom's in the beer tent getting drunk. She come out stumbling. And my first reaction may be who I am. I'm ready to put my hands on her. I'm no longer a security guard. Now I'm a parent. Now I bet you I want to beat you up because that shit's crazy. You got your little daughter out here that you tell me she's with your 6-year-old son. That doesn't even sound right.
It's some people that shouldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Some kids just aren't ready for parenthood. Or some people raise their kids according to how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? So they pass on that vicious cycle. Hey, can I get a shot or another rum and coke, please? And thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hey, before you take a sip, another cheers to that. Woo.
No, for real.
We are Mr.Ks in River Rouge, y'all. Come on and pull up, man. We got the best burgers, best waffle fries, and the best drinks in town.
I ain't cooking, though.
And we got the El Nino podcast in this bitch with Lit Music Entertainment. You better know it. We everywhere, you're never there. Shout out to my brother Zoe in the LA Landscaping. They always doing their thing. They'll give your front yard and your backyard a haircut.
Yes, they will. And they get together quick, too. I know they be out there quick. Hey.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to an intermission. And you guys stay tuned because we got more with Kim Burl, man, at Mr.K's. Much love. We'll see you in a minute.
yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jack, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that cap, too sexy for that jack, yeah, yeah.
Okay, alright, that's fine, okay. I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests. Way too sexy. And I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. Way too sexy. And she popped a Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine, okay. Think we got too sexy for that metro housing. Way too sexy. Diamond popped out, almost swallowed 60,000. 60 pieces. Section need more things in here, I like it crowded. Hey, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I like it crowded. Oh, you like the boy? Well, tell me what you like about him. You a turned a little thotty, ain't no wife about it. I'ma fuck her friends and send her.
Okay, party people in the house.
Mamá, Chucky me habla.
Situación cuando paso por mi chava para salir a pasear. Piensa que cualquier detalle la ridiculizará, que la falda está muy corta, que prefiere un pantalón, que con esa minifalda pensarán que es de lo peor, que ve muy grande su boca con ese lápiz labial, va de nuevo al tocador y se lo tiene que cambiar. El color de los zapatos no va nada con el top, una blusa más clarita le combinaría mejor, y las manos no le lucen con uñas al natural, va corriendo por esmalte, se las empieza a pintar.
Ustedes son el confeti del cumpleaños, lo que sobra. Llegaron los líderes, el dúo dinámico, Víctor el Nazi, Nesty, apodados por el pueblo como los extraterrestres. Anoche soñé contigo, soñaba que te besaba.
Oh shit!
Find out.
Let's start all over again.
Damn, this whole time I'm sitting there running my mouth and didn't even know this shit wasn't live,
Can we
man.
get
That's
two more
crazy.
shots? We need 2 more shots. We're gonna try this again.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks to everybody sharing, subscribing, supporting everybody that's been buying my hoodies. Thank you, I appreciate you. Shout out to Guy's Pizza. Shout out to LA Landscaping. Big shout out to Mr. Ks for letting us do our live podcast here. Amanda May, do her thing. Keep the drinks coming. Much love to you. So we got Kim Burl here. She's sharing her story. She used to live in Jackson, grew up there, came here to River Rouge, built a life for herself, got family here. She's been thriving, doing good. She is a woman of many hats, and she will fire on your ass quick, so you got to talk easy. Yeah, man.
I don't discriminate.
So what? Tell me about your personal life, relationship life. What's that like? Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how long you been in this relationship, and how's that been going for you?
I've been with this guy. Well, we've been knowing each other for about 4 years. We've been together for the last 2 years.
Okay.
He's like one of the best. Like everybody loves Marcus. If you don't know Marcus, it's your fault. It's just that simple. He's one of the best guys. I've had definitely a lot of different relationships, and I wouldn't trade him for the world.
You know what, man? That is so dope, man, to be able to hear that, man.
Believe it.
Because you know what, man, at the end of the day, I don't care who you with, man or woman, you're going to have to put up with something. You're going to have to deal with something. Ain't nobody perfect. We ain't perfect. They ain't perfect.
But what you got to put up with. It's a difference.
But you got to, you got to weigh out the scale. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said.
Everybody have their flaws. It's not about they're having their flaws. Like when I was growing up, I actually believed that a lot of men cheat. Then I had to grow up and learn that a lot of men don't cheat. But even the ones that do cheat don't make them a bad person. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause everybody has their flaws. Don't mean.
Let me ask you this, and I was just thinking, because scientifically, statistically, they say that this world, there's 4 women to every 1 man.
Never.
You know, this is what they say.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is, do you think that contributes to men who are unfaithful, or do you think it's up to the man himself?
I'm telling you like this. Men and women both cheat.
Okay.
Only thing about a woman is when she cheats with emotions. The guy cheats with not a thought in the world. You can have a woman you love to death, and you go meet a bitch tonight and have sex with her. It doesn't mean that bitch you have no thought about her. You're just thinking about busting her next nut and getting the fuck on.
So there's 2 lessons, and have you ever been told don't ever let your man go hungry and horny?
I've heard that.
Don't ever let your man leave the house hungry and horny. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't matter. Men are greedy. Y'all are greedy. So that's not really a statement that you can even use. You get what I'm saying? Some men, there's never enough. You get what I'm saying? And then when the shit's too late, they all sit back looking crazy. But like I said, don't get me wrong, females cheat too. But when it comes down to it, it's a really emotional thing. We're only cheating because the love and shit that we want at home is not there. So therefore, when we talk to this guy, really, it's half the time, don't get me wrong, there's some bitches that go out there just to fuck, but 85% of the bitch about to go out there, this man has got something that attracted her to him and is worth cheating on this guy, even though I know he done cheated on me a million times by loving him to death. But this guy right here just showed me a little something different that I kind of like. So I'm going to fall that way. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Because it's worth it. It's worth it for you. It's worth it to be flexible. It's worth it to compromise. It's worth it to meet you in the middle.
It is. It's definitely worth it. But at the end of the day, is it worth it?
Because I know I got quite a few homeboys, and they live single lives. And you're like, bro, it's really not all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for a minute it's cool because you get to explore a little bit, but
I know. I have
it's nice to have a foundation, somebody you can come home, watch a movie with, throw a blanket on, snack with, smoke with, chill.
To what extent, though? I know a lot of people that do it just for the look, just for the comfort of saying, hey, I'm going home to somebody. Yeah, you might throw a blanket on, nigga, but are you talking to the same guy you throwing a blanket on?
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, you always need to check in with yourselves because people grow different. You know what I'm saying? And people tend to outgrow relationships.
I had a friend who just went through this. My friend was fucked up, and he's always been fucked up. He didn't know he was fucked up, and then when she decided to be fucked up, she just did her shit different than him. He was fucked up. She didn't know about it, but you do your shit fucked up. So now she like, you know what I mean? I'm out here. Fuck you. I'm out here doing me now.
And then it's like we got this stereotype on people of color, black, Latino, whatever, that we don't raise our kids.
You can't say that. Don't ever say that. Don't say.
But I'm talking about a stereotype. I'm not saying that it's legit.
No, you can't even. Don't even use the word stereotype. Because for a fact we don't think like that. Fuck what the next motherfucker think. We know what it is. You get what I'm saying?
But we all, and that's the truth. We know who we are and what we are. So sometimes we got to admit the truth. A lot of Mexican men, they are violent, domestic violence.
I'm from Jackson.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, there's no different from any other race. Every race goes through this shit. Motherfucker, there is so many white motherfuckers that got their whites at home right now beating the shit out of them, don't want them to blink left. You look at this nigga wrong, it's gonna be a problem. Same with blacks, whites. It doesn't really, there's really not.
But I'm talking about the stereotype that they put on people.
They put on because,
you know what I'm saying?
Because we are, when shit
they feel like Mexican and black men have kids and don't raise their kids.
Why?
Or,
because when the shit goes on, we are the ones that are publicly put out there like that. Don't get me wrong, as this is going on, it's still happening in the white community. They're just not putting it out there like that. It's happening to everybody. Nobody is, like I said, like.
Oh yeah, I know that. Trust me, we know that. We understand
and that's what I'm saying.
that.
So I don't even like the stereotype shit. I don't even let it fall off into my hands because in my mind, because why would I fall into some shit I know? I know better. Like I said, I come from a predominantly white town. You get what I'm saying? I had white friends that were poor as shit, who parents did drugs. I had white friends who mom and dad got. I had it all. I seen it all. Like a lot of my friends, I got more white friends probably than I had black friends growing up. You get what I'm saying? A lot of my black friends.
And that's why I don't like that term when people make a blanket statement about white people.
Right.
I'm like, listen. When I see all that protesting, all that shit going on, I see just as many, if not more, white people out there fighting for our rights and our, and all that stuff. So I'm like, you can't never make a blanket statement and say white people are like this, because everybody's not like that.
I got white people I know for a fact that are ride to death for me. If something happened to me right now, I got 3 I called my bitch right there behind the bar. I just had some shit the other day with the police.
Vic Tavares, what's up, boy? Shout out to the Tavares family.
With the police. Police had just been surrounded, wanted to try to just want to talk to my brother. I wasn't going to talk. I locked the door. Amanda pulled up like, what? No? And no, and no. Fuck is you talking about? I better get the fuck on. But even if I would have came in, my bitch would have got me out. Like she said, bitch, you would have did an hour in there.
It's all about the heart, man. It's all about humanity. Everybody is capable. I don't care where you're from, what race, religion, or walk of life you're from. You have the capability of doing right, and you have the capability of doing wrong. It's what you choose to do. It's what you cultivate in yourself. It's what's in your heart.
You can't even say choose to do.
That sometimes people, they say treat people the way you want to be treated. Some people don't mind being treated like shit.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? I might have a higher moral standard than you do.
It's not about being treated about shit. It's like a lot of people I've learned coming up. I know a lot of people that got treated like shit, not because they were shit. I know a lot of motherfuckers that had money, had something, and they'll be in the house with another motherfucker that got some money and allow them to disrespect them. But just for them to be in that circle, they'll allow it. You get what I'm saying? But he don't got nothing less or more than you got. But you allow him to disrespect him because you think this circle is something, and you'll rather take the disrespect to be a part of this circle. That sounds crazy. Like, ain't no
How do you
way.
feel about a woman that makes more money in a household than the man? And we got a hotline number, so if you guys got any questions or some input or some opinions, call the number, call in. We're here to talk to you.
Meaning how? Like, I don't.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes.
If I'm in a relationship, any relationship I've ever been in, that's never been an issue. Never been an issue. Like the nigga, like I said, Marcus been doing the same job for 13 and a half years. He's been a garbage man. My man makes great money. He takes great care of me. But at the same time, we don't count each other's money. Because when he had to take a layoff, he took a layoff. Okay, cool. Well, I'm at the bag. I'm going to be at the bag regardless. He going to be at the bag regardless. Our money, our finances is never, you did this. It's never a thing. Don't get me wrong. In relationships where people feel like, my money is my money, your money is your money. Now we get together, we can figure out what to do. And that's cool. That works for a lot of people. But if I'm in a household with you, I mean, our money is our money. If I throw this money on the table, it's just money on the table. When you grab this money, if you need it, I'm not going to question what you got it for. I know it's gone for a reason. I know it's for a reason. I know, even if it's not for a reason, I know who got it. It's never why you take that or what the fuck you got. Like,
you know what I've always had a hard time with? I mean, I've always had, and I still to this day, is valuing money. The way that people value money. Now, I understand that it is important, but I'm looking at it like this shit is nothing but paper.
You know
I can't, this the thing, I can't love nothing that don't love me back. You know what I'm saying?
This is about, here's the whole thing about money.
I want to feel irreplaceable.
The whole thing about this is you can never feel irreplaceable to somebody or anything if the reason they came to you was for a reason. So if it was money, the reason they came to you, They'll never feel like that about you. Even if you don't got it or not. It's not even about irreplaceable. Like don't get me wrong, there's people that don't care what you got. I know a million people don't care what you got. They don't care if you have a dime in your pocket. We're gonna build this stuff together. But don't get me wrong, I've seen people that build it together, and then when they get to the top, the one other person like, basically I don't need you no more. Oh, you did what you did for me. So that'd be a lot of people standoffish. If I help this motherfucker get up here, are you gonna leave me when you get up there?
Yeah. I mean,
You get what I'm
but you
saying?
need to know that about a person. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can, but
You
the whole
know.
thing about this, money will change a motherfucker.
It does. I mean, yeah.
Everybody
it
you
does.
think you love like this, it could be like this. If a certain amount of money comes in play, you have to question their judgment.
Listen,
now.
my
It
stepdad
could
always
change.
told me, he said, if you ever want to know who your friends
Okay.
are, put some money
Put
on
some
the
money,
table.
okay. It
Or
will
tell them
change.
no. You know, I'm always one of them
Yeah,
people.
for sure.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Excuse me, can I get a shot?
Shout out to Ron. That Ron
How
got
the
the-
fuck this nigga get a drink? Can I have a shot, please, sir, Jameson?
Good rum and
Thank
coke,
you.
baby.
Good rum and coke. Damn.
You better know it.
Better
Salute.
watch them
I'm
at
going to
Mr.
wait on
You
you.
better watch them at Mr.K's, boy, I'm telling you.
Mr.
You hear
K's is lying, man.
sideways.
You got to come here. If you ain't been here, man, show up and show out.
If you
It's
come
lying.
here, you ain't leaving how you came. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. But you know what, man? I think it's awesome when you got a man and woman, you know, who can manage to live with each other and build a life together.
But you know what's so
what I
crazy
mean?
is that I had a conversation with my uncle the other day. He's not my uncle, he's my boyfriend. His family's my family,
It's your
so it's my uncle.
It is what it
And we
is.
had
All
a
the same
conversation
thing.
about that. He was like, you know, if I ever settle down, I want to settle down. But he's so content with being, he said, I want to live in one household and my wife live in another. And I said, what? He said, I don't want nobody in my space. And I said, well, damn, how can you be with somebody and you not want to wake up to them every day? And now he's like, they can come and stay the night, but just this can't be an everyday thing. I want them to still have their own. I have my own. But we're married. We still do married things together. We're still doing our shit. But
I knew a couple that
But
was
that-
like that.
how?
They were married and they each had their own house.
that's crazy.
I didn't understand it at the
That's why I
time,
don't
but
understand that.
I respect it because
I
sometimes
get
that's
it.
what works
I
for
get
them.
it. But like
That's what works for
he
them.
said it's a dating experience. He like it feel like they're dating. I don't want to feel like I'm dating because I'm dating, nigga, I'm dating. Nigga, I'm in a relationship. I'm married. I'm fucking married.
I just, you know how you refresh Facebook and you refresh?
Thank you.
Okay then, baby.
Thanks,
I got my
baby.
beautiful little wipe
Right,
over here.
come on, Burl,
Slap you
don't
on your
act like
butt one
that.
time, girl. I know. Ain't
Sorry
nothing
about
wrong
that,
with it. I
sir.
ain't breaking no laws. That's
Right.
mine.
That's
You
his.
hear me?
That's his.
Jose Del
That's
Valle.
his. He touched that.
That
That's
nigga
his.
know all the policy and procedures around this mug. Shut your ass, boy. DJ Pup in the house. What's up with you, boy? But yeah, man, it's just, you know, I just feel like it just requires so much from both parties. You
It
know what
does.
I'm saying?
It does. Every
Trust,
relationship will work.
you know, trust. And then not only that, but the baggage that people bring into a relationship from their past relationship. So everything that you was on prior to this, sometimes
And
you apply it, and sometimes, you know how they
you do.
say you make other people pay for, you
You're
know,
not
for the
people
sins
mistakes.
of others. You know
do.
what I'm saying?
But the whole thing about that is that's where you have to come in strong in
Salute.
your relationship. You get what
Salute.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
My boyfriend, when I first got with him, he had a little bit. Didn't matter to me because when I first met him, he lived by himself. She had her own place. Did I know he had a girlfriend? No. He finally told me.
So you didn't take it that serious because you figured, well,
Right, because but when I first found out he had a girlfriend, he told me, okay, cool. Now that was my choice to continue to deal with this man.
and you did, you
And
big
I
old
did.
freak. Look
And I
at you,
took
you
him.
big old
And
freak. I
won.
know.
I won, you know.
Rock this world like
One
the world.
for him, 0 for her. But no, like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when me going through that, it was like, yeah, he had a girlfriend, he had his own place, but this guy had he had like 3, 4 different bitches. I literally had bitches knocking on his door, his brother let bitches in, like, they to the point where they didn't even know who I was because they never met his girlfriend. They're looking at me like, are you the girlfriend? No, bitch, I'm a side bitch too. Fuck are you talking about? Like, bitch, we about to fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but like I said, he's not a bad guy. Even though I went through that, he's not a bad guy.
Well, I
He's
mean,
like-
I guess the thing about it is that he was honest.
he was.
This is what
He
I'm
was.
doing. This is how I'm
He
living.
was.
You could either
But he was
engage or
only
not
living-
engage.
You know why though?
know?
He was only living like that because she didn't know how to treat a motherfucker. So then when I came in, I treat him like he was supposed to be treated. Everybody got cut off, and that's why he's mine now. But you had it for 5 years, you didn't know how to treat him. So I came in, I treated him like a nigga who goes to work every fucking day, which that's what he did. He has no kid. He has a step kid he takes great care of, which is cool. It's not his kid, but you're in a relationship where you raised him.
So you seen something, value something in him that the other person didn't
she
see.
Didn't. She was just all about the check. Because she knew he made good money, and he's a very kind of person. Anybody knows him, like I said.
Because any man that work hard, that's in a relationship, whether you married or dating, you want to come home, you want to get your feet rubbed, a massage, you want a meal, you want somebody who give you a kiss when you walk in the door, show you love, you know what I'm saying? You feel comfortable.
You guys want it.
I can get down in my drawers and just chill.
That. You guys want it, but you also got to give a motherfucker something to do to want to give that to you. Don't want some shit and you ain't gave me nothing to want to do that to you. Cause I done had a million motherfuckers that didn't work, but you ain't done shit for me to want to come home and rub your feet and you sound crazy, nigga. Fuck have you done for me lately? The fuck?
Hey, I come home. I'll be like, babe, I want my back rubbed. She be like, me too. Me too. She like, I want my. I said,
that sounds crazy, but I get it. Like,
playing.
As long as you're doing your part, then there's no question about your
PG-13.
I'm so sorry, sir. I forgot where we were at. Let me turn back on the white camp. I apologize. But like, it all depends.
Let's go.
But like I said, it all depends. Like I said, don't get me wrong. He definitely gave me what I want as far as, like I said, when he was deciding, nigga, when I decided to where we are now. And there's not a question. Like, he takes great care of me. So I take great care of him. You want for nothing. And I want for nothing. Like I said, my sister never just laughing the other day. We was in Memphis. We went to Memphis.
Memphis? What was it like out there? 3-6 Mafia.
Hey,
that's the only thing I know about
around.
Memphis.
How was Memphis, baby? I was drunk. I don't know. We were drunk all 5 days. And this is how lit we were. We drank a fifth right before we left out. I'm not even going to talk about the liquor we drank before that. We were about to leave out, and so we got a fifth Patron. We killed it. We went to the Martin Luther King site. I'm going to talk about some people sobered all the way up.
I bet that was powerful,
That shit was so
powerful, I bet.
No, you know what was so powerful? Was the lady that was across the street. She was the last person to ever work in the Lorraine Hotel. She's been protesting across the street for 33 years.
Wow.
She said
that's powerful.
After Martin Luther King got killed, 2 months later they sold it. A white and a Jew owns the fucking Martin Luther King Museum.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like she said, let's be honest, he got killed talking about minimum wage, trying to make jobs for people. What they need to do is take his little part out and put in a museum, build this, and let some people get some jobs here. Where it's at, it's in the hood. Put some jobs here. Do what he was fighting for.
Yeah,
you got
absolutely.
this white and Jew selling
fulfill his purpose.
Like you said, you got this white and Jew in here selling T-shirts. It's not going nowhere. It's towards nothing in their community.
Yeah.
Nothing matters. She stays across the street. She's been there for 33 years. And her story, like me and my brother-in-law went over there, and it was like that right there. Like it literally broke me down. Like damn, like that shit.
You know who is very powerful to me is Minister Farrakhan.
Okay.
That brother, every time he speaks,
You feel it.
I'm with him. I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on humanitarian intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Just.
But at the same time, is that I get that you feel him, but now it's like we're in this world where it's 2021. Who's gonna feel us? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not here to speak for us.
They feeling us now, though. Right here on this El Nino podcast, they feeling us.
Somebody gotta feel us now. Like shit, don't get me wrong, shit changed a little bit here and there.
Man,
and
listen.
don't get me wrong, I'm glad I'm in a community where we don't have to deal with that. We don't have to deal with that racist shit, thank goodness. But
I'm just saying, like, you gotta think. I was gone for 17 years.
Right.
That's damn near 2 decades. So when I came home, and I'm looking at society today and its new standards and what's accepted, like...
I'm gonna be honest with you, though.
You know, people who were gay. Like, people who were gay.
But from what I know about you, just from me and your brother here, I used to talk to you on the phone. You didn't know who I was. I used to yell to the phone. You used to call it your brother.
Yeah.
Like, who they
Every time I called, he was right up here at Mr. Ks.
And one thing I'm honestly tell you, bro, I hate to say it, but if you weren't locked up, how the shit was going, you probably would have been in more fuck shit. It probably been more shit that happened, more crazy shit that you wouldn't have been able to get out of.
Listen, I grew so much in prison.
Right. And you went at the right time for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
And it didn't happen overnight. It was hard. The first 12 years,
Right. But it's a
I was a
reason.
product of my environment because I felt like this is my home. This is
Right.
where I gotta be. Respect is number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
By
it's a
all
bad
means
decision a long time
necessary.
ago. The shit that goes on now.
The thing is, I started to educate myself, and I outgrew the environment. I outgrew prison.
This right here is a dangerous motherfucker.
What?
People don't know.
What?
This
The
right
mind.
here,
The mind is
crazy.
power.
It's crazy as hell.
Be ye
But
transformed by the
you gotta watch
renewing of
who
your
you-
mind.
You gotta watch who you use it by, because the wrong person will kill you about it.
But see, this is the thing about that, and you're right. You're
Wrong person will kill
absolutely
you about
right.
it.
You're absolutely
You gotta
right.
watch who you use that by, because I'm
But
telling you.
I'll say
people
this.
hate a smart person. You thinking?
Yeah.
Well, you know something you think I don't know? That sounds crazy. Nobody wants to know that. You're a Mexican. Nobody wants to know what you know.
But see, what gives me that balance is God.
It does.
Because I accept life as it comes. Because I feel like it was written that way. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is written that way.
If I was to die
But
tomorrow,
at the same time, you
I
can
would
believe
die
in that,
a happy
but
man.
it doesn't mean the outside people looking and believing that. A lot of people, you believe it or not, they mad that you sitting right here and have a podcast and doing 16 years. They hate it.
But for
who do you think you
but
are?
for every
They're like,
one
you know what I
person,
mean? Like,
for every one person that's not
what?
for me, there's 10 people
Man,
who are
they're like,
behind
okay,
me,
and
that
that's what makes
support
it
me,
great.
who applaud me,
Makes it great.
people who pray for me. I want all my family and friends to know, past, present, that all your prayers God has answered. He has heard them because they are taking place daily in my
But
life.
as you as my brother, I just want you to watch your back still. I hate to say it, but it's a crazy world out here.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
doing-
absolutely.
You came home and did what you wanted to do. You're doing shit a lot of people don't know about. As long as you've been out, the average motherfucker would have been back in. I hate to say it, but they would
Yeah,
have.
no,
they would have been
absolutely.
back in
That-
right now.
And
You
I
get what
think
I'm
a lot of
saying?
my family were very
They would have
skeptical
been-
of me.
yeah, like-
And you know, they
They know how to
watched
take you.
me to see
They know the
how I
young
was
you.
going to
They know
adapt.
the young you. So I
Yeah.
get that. I get that.
Yeah.
And a lot of I knew a lot of people. I watched my cousins. Them. I know a lot of young ones. But at the same time, they definitely fell into that trade, and you went right back. You get what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. You got people who didn't like you before you left.
Yeah.
See it when you're out. They definitely don't want to see what you're doing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no
That's
doubt
the
about
only
it.
thing about that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you know, it's just it's
I'm
like
doing all pop-ups from now on. Y'all gonna be like, who is she?
that's
Coming
Kim
through.
Burl, baby. You
We're
better
coming
know
through,
the
for
name.
sure.
You hear me? This
Sure.
this might be the first time, but it ain't the
It's not
last
gonna be the
time. I'll
last,
tell
for
you
sure.
that.
We about to take it all over the place.
Ain't no doubt about it, man. Hey, big shout out to Kenny. Big shout out to my man Devin. They supported me, showed me love. They
Yes,
bought
they
hoodies.
did.
Everybody that was in here showing me love. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. You know what I'm saying? I know some people look at it like, man, $40 a hoodie, man. What the
And I
hell?
got one.
Y'all don't
Can't wait till I put
understand
my shit together
that you
with my
supporting
J.
me,
I
man.
can't
You know what I'm
wait.
saying? I got much
Can't wait.
love. You know, you
I support
supporting my
community,
cause.
And I do. Cause I bought a $120 pair of rocks. What you talking about?
Listen,
What
if
do
you have never been to Mr.Ks in River Rouge, man,
better
show
come.
up and show out because it's fun here. Get you a game of pool, get you a good drink, you can get you
And
a
get
good
your
meal,
ass kicked
and
in
get you a
fucking
good
darts.
bag.
Bartholomew, I don't know where you at, Bart. But
Big Lazarus.
Where's Lazarus at so I can get him with
Raise
some
you from the
darts?
dead, boy. Hey,
No,
so listen,
I
tell me
appreciate
something.
y'all.
Tell me the pros and cons about being, you know, like a bartender here at Mr.K's. Like, what's it like? Like, I know
Okay.
you got your highs, your lows, you got the weekdays, you got the weekends.
Truthfully, I'm telling you like this. Mr. K's is this. Mr. K's is what you're making. Don't get me wrong. I've came in here. I love people. I love people.
I tell people life is what you make
It
it.
is.
But you
And
saying
that's what it
Mr.
is.
K's, so
Mr.
that means
K's, listen.
Mr. K's got a life of its own
Mr. K's,
here.
it does. But at the same time, you will come in here and you'll meet the most craziest people, the most disrespectful people, and a lot of times it be a liquor. I've been in here where I've been to an altercation with somebody. The next day they be like, they look at me, I look at them like, I know you're drunk. I've been drunk a million times. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I get that, you know what I mean? So there are a lot of people that squash it. But being here, it's like, it's crazy, but it's a family. It's nuts, but it's definitely a family. Like,
How
Bart
do you
is one
deal
of
with
my-
people who are intoxicated, you know, inebriated? I mean, how, you know.
Me? Okay, I'm putting you out. I'm letting you know right now. You're getting the fuck out. It's gonna be so disrespectful. Only if you're disrespectful. Don't get me wrong. I've been dealt with drunk people who didn't know nothing. And Amanda do one thing. Amanda will lock this mug up and drive you home.
Have you had? Oh yeah,
She'll
definitely.
drive you
yes,
home.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Have
So-
you had more altercations with drunk men or drunk women?
Drunk men?
Drunk men?
Yes.
Okay.
Drunk men here. I got a lot of other culture. I just got my, two weeks ago, I just got my tires stabbed out by a 60-year-old man that I got into an argument here. He stabbed my tires out. I'm still looking for him. Don't worry about it. I got him. You ain't got to worry about it.
Let him live. Let him live, Kim.
He stabbed my tire out, bro. I was at the gas station trying to fill that bitch up. I wasted 75 cents on this nigga, man.
Why do you think you've had more situations with men than women?
Because
are they demanding?
No, it's
what
not
have they
about
been about? Like, what are the issues?
They're very disrespectful. And don't get me wrong, I've learned that a lot of people around here in Rouge are very calm and collect, as far as the female wise. A lot of people don't like, but like one thing about Amanda, she owns a bar, so she can't be a certain way. I've had a lot of guys talk to her, say crazy things to her, and she can't respond because this is her bar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But this ain't my bar. You get what I'm saying? So you're not.
So you respond for her.
You're not about to talk to her like that, and we'll tear this bitch up and whatever the fuck you want to do. But we're not gonna do that. So sorry.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, he got the lights in our face. He keep throwing up time, man. Yeah.
2 minutes. I guess we gotta cut the show. You should have made this a 2-hour special, nigga. The fuck? I know, right?
It
I
is
ain't
all
shit.
good. Welcome to River Rouge, baby. Welcome to
That's
Mr.
what Kim
Ks.
ain't gonna get. Now you got drunk Kim. Fuck yeah. Yeah, buddy. I'm talking shit.
So what's the future looking like for you? Like, what is it that you want to do?
I'm about to buy a house out here in Rouge.
What? Oh, man, that's dope.
And
Congratulations.
I'm still doing what I do. Like, I kick it with my people. I like it here. It's cool, calm, and collect. I like being chill. I don't ask for a lot in life. I just want to wake up every morning. You get what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Sabudas, man, and shout out to my man Troy Newman, man.
Sabudas?
What?
Them niggas? Nah, them my guys.
What?
I fuck with them guys.
Yeah, holla at my dogs,
Them
man.
my
Keith
guys.
and Kevin
I fuck with
Sabuda,
them.
holla at my man Troy Newman. They'll get you together.
They sure will.
Yeah. So you're getting a house out here.
I'm gonna get a house out here. Like I said, my son likes it out here. My son, don't get me wrong, like I said.
Does he go to school in Rouge?
He goes, yeah, he's a Panther.
Woo, Riverside Panther, Rouge
My
Panthers,
son's
boy.
ROTC. My son walking with, my son is Marcy every day. He led the crowd when I did the national anthem on the field for their homecoming game.
For real?
He's definitely not me. Because I don't know where he came from because he's so nice. So you guys better meet him.
Well, he's a reflection of you.
Nah, because I ain't with the shit. He be with the shit a little bit.
Because sometimes we know better and don't show better. You hear me?
I'm trying to be a better me, though. I really am. I tried to tell you that earlier. I'm not really crazy. Everybody think I'm crazy. I'm really nice. I love everybody. Everybody love everybody. Jackie Moon, Shit.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Right there. I don't know.
Listen.
I don't like him. You need to find another person that's going to handle your podcast. He is so rude. Jeez.
Listen, shout out to LA Landscaping, Guys Pizza, Legendary Barber Lounge, Mr. Ks. Shout out to my man Dwayne Taylor. He got a fight coming up in November. Buy your tickets. Watch him at the casino. He's going to do his thing. Get his second win. Much love to you, bro. And this is the Real Everyday People El Nino podcast. This is Kim Burl. And we appreciate y'all.
Nigga, that nigga gonna
much love for tuning in. And tune in next Monday at 9 p.m. and we're going to be live. Because we about to get live here at Mr. Ks. Much love to y'all, man. Stay up and stay safe.
Yeah, he couldn't wait to cut it off.